Welcome, everyone. My name is Hamid Munir. I'm the District Director for Northern Virginia District PTA. Thank you for attending the 2021 ANOVA District Annual Meeting with award recognitions and our special guest speakers. Just a few items to share along with our meeting schedule. Our virtual meeting is being recorded, and there are handouts for you to download as needed. So there's a section in there. So if you want to download those handouts, they are available for you. We will have a student inspiration and then celebrate our district student awards honorees. Then we'll be offering voting via polls for business items and to elect the nominating committee. And then we will be looking forward to hearing remarks from Virginia PTA President Pam Kroom and National PTA President-elect Anna King. After our meeting is adjourned, we will present district awards and hold a drawing for our wonderful door prizes. But one gotcha is you have to be there in order to receive those awards. So if you're not there at the end, you will not get it. So make sure you stay on. And there are really cool prizes that we will give out at the end. If you have any questions or technical issues, please let the organizer know in the chat, and hopefully they will be able to address those issues for you. Now, I would like to take this opportunity to recognize our district executive board members and thank them for their services to the district in this past term. Just before I start, I just want to say, again, it was a roller coaster ride this past year, and I'm really thankful to all of them. And now I'm going to name each one of them and recognize them. Debbie Kilpatrick, my assistant director, my right hand, really appreciate it. Jason Morgan, our secretary and treasurer. Julie Shepard, who's our outgoing advocacy chair. Tony Shivers, our education chair. Mike Volz, our diversity chair. Martha Coleman, our events coordinator, who got all the cool gifts for you at the end of this program today. Denise Bolton, our program chair. Jenna White, our outreach chair. Patrice Frank, our special project chair. Bill Fisher, our Alexandria City Council president. Emily Vincent, our Arlington County Council president. Kara Jenkins, our Fairfax County Council PTA president. I must also thank Larry Mills, our FCC PTA VP of Outreach, who is helping us today for our webinar. So Larry, thank you so much for that as well. Thank you to all of you for such a dedication and service throughout the past year. It was a wonderful experience working with you all, me being a new district director this past year. Your experience and your being on my side really helped me, and I really want to thank you all, and I really appreciate it. I would also like to recognize the following distinguished guests joining us today, representing Virginia PTA. We have Pam Kroom, our Virginia PTA president. Jenna Alexander, Virginia president-elect. Julie Shepard, our VP of advocacy. Michelle Latte, our VP of training. Anne Marie Ward, our treasurer for the Virginia PTA. And we have school district officials as well with us. And I would like to recognize also Arlington County Public Schools, Brian Stockton, Chief of Staff. Fairfax County Public Schools, Richard Anderson, Chair of Mason District. Elaine Tholen, Drainsville's District. Carl Fritch, Providence District. Karen Corbett Sanders, Mount Vernon District. Stella Pekersky, Vice Chair, Sully District. Rachna Seymour Heiser, member at large. We also like to thank our legislators who are joining us today. If you can go to the next slide. All right. Our Fairfax County Board of Supervisors, James Walkinsaw, Braddock District, Walter Alcorn, Hunter Mill District, and our Virginia General Assembly Delegate Patrick Hope, 47th District, Delegate Ibrahim Samiri, 86th District, Delegate Mark Kim, 35th District, Delegate Mark Sickles, 43rd District, and Senator Dave Marsden, 37th District. Thank you all for continuing support for our students, staff, school, and community. We really appreciate it. With that, I would like to introduce our program chair, Denise Bolton, to continue with the program. Denise?
Thank you, Hamid. Today we will be recognizing our student award winners for reflections at the national PTA level and also our Virginia Citizenship Essay awardees. And we will ask Avery to open her webcam and microphone. Here she is. Hi, Avery. So for our inspiration for today's meeting, I'd like to introduce Avery Bevels from Herndon Elementary School PTA. Avery is the district and Virginia PTA Citizenship Essay primary grades first place winner for her essay, How Do We Stand Together When We Are So Far Apart? Welcome, Avery, and begin when you're ready.
How can we stand together when you're so far apart? Unity can help people. It's kindness and helping others which make unity. We can help neighbors by cheering them up while standing 6 feet apart and wearing a mask. Unity is basically helping others and not judging people by their skin color or where they are from. During coronavirus, we still have a chance to help others. There's lots of things you can do, like sending cards, being helpful, and lots of other things. When people help, you don't know how much it means to them.
Thank you very, very much, Avery. Great job. Okay, and now we will identify the names of our students that won awards at the Virginia PTA level for their citizenship essays. We held a separate student awards webinar in March of this year, so the students were able to participate in an awards ceremony, and we just want to highlight for our audience today the excellent accomplishments of our students from Northern Virginia District PTA. So Avery won the primary first place, and Avery's from Herndon Elementary School PTA. So she was first place in the district and at state. Charles Wynn in the special category division earned a first place, and Charles attends Lake Braddock Secondary School. Amelie Andrew was a second place Virginia PTA awardee at the intermediate level at Wingwood, and she attends Wingwood Elementary School. And at the high school level for Virginia PTA, Sarah Sultani earned a third place, and Sarah's from McLean High School. And now we will focus in on our national award winners from Nova District in the Reflection Cultural Arts program. So that's a program that allows students to submit works of art in 6 categories: visual arts, music composition, photography, literature, dance choreography, and film production. And you see a few of the examples there. So in visual arts at the intermediate level, which is grades 3 through 5, for Nova District and Virginia PTA Outstanding Interpretation Award, which is first place, and a National PTA Award of Merit third place, Julia Drolet from Wolf Trap Elementary School PTA for her painting We All Matter. In the literature category, high school division, for Nova District and Virginia PTA Outstanding Interpretation Award, and the National PTA Award of Excellence, which is a second place, Isabel or Trini Rogando from Thomas Jefferson High School for Science and Technology for her very beautiful, complex, outstanding poem called Expanding Matter. And that's just a portion of it presented there. In the dance choreography category at middle school division, the Nova District and Virginia PTA Outstanding Interpretation Award and the National PTA Award of Excellence went to Manya Yelepity from Rachel Carson Middle School for her dance called The Word Puzzle. In the music composition category, special artist division, the Nova District and Virginia PTA Outstanding Interpretation Award went to, and the National PTA Award of Excellence went to Jake Sizemore. Jake attends Lake Braddock Secondary School. And his music composition and song was called I Matter for Me. For literature, in the Special Artist Division, the Nova District and Virginia PTA Outstanding Interpretation Award and the National PTA Award of Excellence went to Charles Wynn from Lake Braddock Secondary School PTSA for his poem entitled Kaleidoscope. And in the Visual Arts category, middle school division, the Nova District PTA, Virginia PTA, and National PTA Outstanding Interpretation Award was earned by Claire Moon. Claire is from Rachel Carson Middle School PTA for her very beautiful painting, My Pieces of Quilt. So I hope, we just wanted to give a flavor and recognize we have many, many more students that participated and won awards at the council district and state levels. So we wanted to take the time to at least show our national award winners and make everybody aware of these wonderful student programs. Thank you, Hamid.
Hamid, you're muted.
Oh, I was muted. Sorry. Just wanted to say we are so fortunate to have such talented students within our district, and we congratulate them again on their achievements. Now we will conduct our brief district business. And with that, I would like to welcome our Secretary, Jason Morgan. Jason, you want to present the credential report, please?
Thank you, Mr. Director. Yes, according to registrations, we had, for Virginia PTA officers, we have 3 registered, 3 councils registered, 7 district board members registered, 24 local units registered, 71 voting delegates registered, 19 non-voting registrants, for total registrations of 90. And I have been going through the list of attendees, and based on my count, we have 36 voting members in attendance right now. And on behalf of the Credentials Committee, I move to adopt this credentials report.
All right, if anybody has any questions or concerns, please put them in the chat box regarding the credentials report. All right, if we don't have any, can we launch the poll, voting poll, please? If you all can please vote. All right, Larry, whenever you're ready to present the results. All right, we have 97% said yes and 3 said abstain. So motion is passed by 97% and the quorum has been established. All right, for our May 16, 2020 annual meeting draft minutes were previously distributed to our attendees and also are available in the handout section of this presentation. If there are any changes to those minutes, please respond in the chat box. I'll give it a few seconds to see if we have any changes.
One point of clarity, Director, is any comments you want to make, you want to use your question box if you're a general attendee. Your question box. I don't think they can use the chat, but use your question box, you can.
Oh, use your question box. Okay. Thank you.
Mr. Director, I also think that the members will have to rely on the earlier submission of because some of the handouts are not working properly.
Okay. Yeah, I think the email was sent out with all this information ahead of time, so you all should have it. Do we see any concerns so far or any questions?
Nothing in the question box.
All right. If we're seeing no comments, then May 16, 2020 meeting minutes are approved as they are. All right, we can go to the next. Oh, okay, yeah, Jason.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Director. This is just a small deviation from what the Nova District PTA is used to. We just want to explain. Under our rules, minutes from one annual meeting really should not be held for action until the next year. Rather, the body should delegate the authority to approve those minutes to a body such as the executive board or a special committee. So, Mr. Director, I would ask for unanimous consent that the Nova District PTA Executive Board be authorized to approve the minutes for today's annual meeting, the May 16th, 2021 annual meeting.
Thank you, Mr. Secretary. Yeah, is there any objection to this? If there is, please put it in the question section of the this session. I guess, did we get any objection? All right, so this is passed as, sorry, Larry?
No objection stated, no objection, sorry.
All right, so this recommendation is approved as presented. Now we're gonna go to our treasurer's report, and as you know, Jason wears multiple hats, secretary and treasurer, so he's gonna present our treasurer's report.
Thank you, Mr. Director. So as you can see from our balance sheets, we have two different pools of funds. We have the allotment fund, which comes from the Virginia PTA. It's a use it or lose it over the year. And we have the other income. So when we raise money, then that creates a different pool of funds that we can carry over from one year to the next. As you can see from the report as of today, we are solvent. We do have funds. If we can go to the next slide. This is a little hard to read, but this is just the cash flow. We've been able to stay within budget according to what was passed last year in all categories. The one area where we are really under budget would have been the annual meeting, because we did, again, held another virtual meeting. We are expecting that to increase. We're expecting to actually use that budget next year, because we would like to see each other face to face, and we should be able to do so safely next year. So if we can go to the next slide. So proposed budgets went out. One of them is the allotment budget. That is actually approved by the executive committee, so there is no action to be taken at that, but we did want to inform you what is being recommended. The other budget is for other income, and is one that needs to be approved by this body. So, and that was distributed ahead of time. My recommendation is that we adopt it as submitted.
Okay, do I have a motion to adopt the budget as presented?
I move to approve the other income budget as presented.
Do I have a second?
I'll second it.
Second.
All right. Do we have any objections? Please put them in the chat or the question area. Actually, we're going to launch the poll, right, on this? There you go. If you all can please put your vote in. Okay, so we have 87% yes, and we have 13% abstain. Motion is passed by 87%. Thank you, Jason. All right, now we're going to go to our nominating committee election report. Nominees, nomination committee nominees were, we had them out there about May 10th. We were asking everybody to submit their names to be on this committee. May 10th was the deadline, and we have finalized our slate here for the nomination committee, which is Bill Fisher from Alexandria City, Kendra Anderson from Arlington County, and Denise Bolton from Fairfax County. And now we're going to launch the poll to make sure that this slate is approved by the general member for the nominating committee. All right, we have 92% said yes and 8% said abstain, 0% on no. So this is approved by the 92%. Thank you to the duly elected nominating committee members for your service to the district. Nominations will be prompted for district officers to be elected at our annual meeting next year for the 2022-2024 term of service. Thank you all. Now I would like to highlight all that we have done this past year. Highlights of district event during pandemics are fall leadership training and anti-racism seminar, partnership to offer Microsoft 365 free lifetime licenses with Teams meeting for any district PTA, and communication has been increased due to those virtual meetings. And also our increased members at the district Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and website. And district board member participated in 2020 virtual convention, 2020 Virginia PTA summer leadership training. We also participated in 2021 National PTA Legislative Conference, 2021 Virginia PTA annual meeting and 100-year celebration, and also held a virtual student award ceremony. And we are also planning to participate in the 2021 National PTA convention that's coming up. In that convention, also myself and Debbie will be co-presenting a workshop during that convention. So please do register and support your local presenters as well. And I know that this has been a very busy year, and a lot of communication have gone to a lot of PTAs, and some overwhelmed by the all that has gone to people. But I promise you that good things are coming our way, and I just want to say hang tight. And I know that this was a tough year, but we can put all this behind, and we can move with the positive attitude. With that, I want to also recognize that our Virginia District Advocacy team has won the Virginia PTA District Child Advocate of the Year Award for Northern Virginia District PTA, which was a big achievement for us. And I really want to thank our advocacy team and chair as well. We also had advocacy of the Fairfax County Virginia PTA Local Unit Child Advocate of the Year for Fairfax Special Education PTA. And we want to thank Virginia PTA for recognizing them. We also had a Virginia PTA Child Advocate of the Year, Diane Cooper Gold, Fairfax Special Education PTA. We want to recognize her, and thank you, Virginia PTA, for recognizing her from our district. With that, I want to move on and like to introduce our Virginia PTA President, Pam Crum, as our first guest speaker to share information about exciting plans that are coming up for our Virginia PTA for this coming year. Pam, floor is yours. You're muted. Okay, here you go.
There, all right. Was having a little technical difficulty there. Thank you so much, Hamid, for having me today. It is extra special to be joining you, albeit virtual, to thank the many of you for all of your work that you were able to provide to your school communities this year in such a challenging year, and you stood up to the challenge, and we really appreciate that. So with that, parent involvement remains the central focus of Virginia PTA's efforts in ensuring academic success for every child. There is no one-size-fits-all approach for every PTA or for every community, and there will be varying solutions. That is why your insight is necessary as we work to uphold our commitment to students, that adults will stay involved with their children's school. When parents get involved, children do better in school and in life. When parents stay involved, school quality improves. Parent involvement is the #1 impact for student success, regardless of socioeconomic status, ethnic or racial background, or the parent's education level. You all live this every day, and I hope you will continue to fill the gap, volunteer where the need and opportunity for impact are the greatest for you, help rally up volunteer support to help a student get closer to meeting academic goals. Feel supported and more confident coming to school every day. Talk to your colleagues and friends about the importance of volunteering in our schools and why you PTA. Parents have the greatest stake in the outcome of their child's education. Accordingly, they should also have the greatest power to make sure their child is getting the best education. Parents and families are the most untapped resource in advancing education equity. We're a democracy because we believe that a whole bunch of perspectives coming to the table is better than one person's idea. And in many of our schools, we have a rich diversity of backgrounds, experiences, and perspectives. But we haven't done the legwork to get a representative set of voices expressed and integrated into key decisions. Parents need to know and have the right to know what is and is not working about their child's school. Some parents want to be equipped with the information to make a different choice for their child, and others want to know where their child's school needs to improve. Let's make a commitment to collective well-being, the idea that the success of one child is linked to the success of all children. Bring together diverse parents in dialogue circles and build equity and racial consciousness, trust, and mutual understanding in order to take action. Our children deserve learning environments that are agile, relevant, and exciting. Every student deserves a challenging lifelong learning journey. We must always encourage a culture of creativity and innovation in education. We must always challenge ourselves to do better in the same way we should always challenge our children to do better. Thank you for the immeasurably valuable work you have done for our association. We cannot thank you enough, and I want to let you know that your dedication is essential to the work that we do. This work cannot be done without you. You bring ideas, positive energy, and beautiful intensity. I hope you will continue to grow your leadership in Virginia PTA and maybe even bring a friend with you. Thank you to Hamid and the Nova District Board for challenging issues and for your fellow board members. We needed you, and I appreciate that you used all of your experience, skills, knowledge, and education to move our organization forward. Thank you.
Muted again.
Hamid, you're muted. Hamid, you're muted.
I keep forgetting that. I'm sorry. I just want to say, Pam, I wanted to thank you for your service and dedication. I know that you have been taking the full role of presidency only a few months, and it has been a lot of work that you have been doing. And from our district side, we wanted to thank you really for your service and dedication, and we presented you with the award. And that award we have you in the office, in your main office in Richmond. We have left it there for you to collect.
Thank you so much. That is so, I'm so honored to receive that and appreciate that.
You're welcome. I also, before we move on, I want to say it is a tremendous asset that we have, all the experience around us, and I want all the local PTAs to utilize that experience around us. We always get a lot of questions and concern, and we get ourselves in troubles if it goes too far without the answers. So I do want to welcome all of your questions and concerns. Trust me, we have a wonderful team all the way at the state level, at the national level. Nobody will not answer you. They will all be there to answer you. Everybody's there. If we don't know the answer, we'll go to our next level and try to get you that answer. So please make sure that you ask questions if you're not sure about anything. We're here to support you any way we can. Thank you. And with that, I will move on to my right hand, Miss Debbie Kilpatrick, who is our assistant director. She was our director for past 4 years as well. Her experience and her guidance has led me through a lot of challenges this past year, and I sincerely want to thank you, Debbie, for everything that you have done for our PTA and for our district.
Thank you so much, Hamid. It's been my pleasure as always. And thank you for giving me the opportunity to introduce Anna King. And I hope Anna is on screen. Anna, can you open up your webcam? There you are. Great. All right, so I just wanted to introduce Anna really quickly. We're so thrilled that she was able to join us today. Anna is serving as the president-elect of National PTA and will soon be advancing to presidency in June at the conclusion of the National PTA Convention, as she will be the 57th National PTA president. But Anna comes with a great deal of experience. She has served at the national level as a member of the board of directors, as vice president of membership, and as chair of several committees. She is actually the past Oklahoma State PTA president, a vice president at a local PTA, Douglas PTSA, in Oklahoma City, and she served as a council president. And in addition to that, and her lovely large family that she has, that we love seeing on Facebook, she also serves in her community with the Douglas Law and Public Safety Academy, the Salvation Army as a volunteer, and she's a co-lead for Moms Demand Action chapter. So, Anna, with that, we welcome you and appreciate you being here and having the time to take with us, and just take it away.
Thank you. For some odd reason, I have some hair right here. It's getting in my way. So please forgive me for that, you guys. I appreciate you guys having me here. And although I'm unable to join you in person, I am so grateful that technology allows us to gather virtually. Thank you for letting me be here and for being part of the celebration of all the great work that you guys have done this past year. How cute was Avery? Wasn't she a cutie pie? This is why we do the work as a volunteer leader and as child advocates. It's for our children. And this pandemic did not stop any of you from being that voice for our children that you showed how PTA strong and how PTA proud you are by continuing the service for our children, our families, and our communities. That commitment and dedication is what strengthens not just our association, but our society. Your families will never forget the impact that all of you have made on them. And I want to say thank you. Thank you for staying the course for our babies. Thank you for standing in the gaps for our parents. And thank you for being a voice for all families. Never hard enough and never too often do we say thank you. And so you're going to hear me say thank you all throughout my speech because we appreciate everything that you do. I want to take a few minutes and talk with you about leaders and leadership. Someone asked me a question the other day. Are leaders born? And my answer, of course, was all of us are born. And seriously, though, I believe anyone can be taught to be a leader. And your leadership during this time of transition is more important than ever for our association. It has and will continue to take true leadership to navigate through this time of change, something that we never imagined. The same true leadership all of you have showed over this past year. First, it's important to remember that you're not in this alone. No one walks through this world alone, no matter how lonely or tired you may feel sometimes. As Gandhi once said, the best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. And as a volunteer leader, you gave your time, the most precious resource that we have in our lives. And once you give an hour of your time, or even more than that, it's lost forever. No matter how many hours you gave volunteering for our children and families this year, it can never be replaced. And it was the same time that was away from your families and time that will have a lasting impact in your communities. Each of you have brought something special to this association. Your skills, your advice, your experiences, your friendship, your vision, your leadership, and most importantly, inspiration. Yes, I said inspiration because you have inspired our families and our children through this pandemic. I came across a quote the other day, and I don't know who it was by, I can't remember. But it said, great leaders don't set out to be a leader. They set out to make a difference. And it's never about a role, it's always about the goal. And if that doesn't sum up a PTA leader, I don't know what else does. Despite your personal trials and tribulations, you still volunteer to use your voice, not just for your child, but for every child. And that is commendable. The passion, dedication, and commitment is what separates PTA from anyone else. We've been doing it for 124 years. Each of you have showcased what my true meaning of PTA is: passion, thoughts, action. This work isn't easy. There have been many days where you've questioned why did I have to listen to Hamid or Debbie or even me or even Pam. But then you get up and you plan the next event, send the next email, and ask one more person to join our wonderful association. Do you know what that's called? It's called passion. The desire, the little voice that tells you to keep going, keep fighting, and keep planning. You keep asking people to join this association because you know it's so important. The louder our voice, the bigger the impact we have on our children. You keep working to make our school district, our schools, our communities, our country a better place. Don't be afraid to embrace your passion, but most importantly, don't be afraid to connect with someone else to recharge your passion. Your passion is what influences your thoughts. As you begin to plan the upcoming year, ask yourself, are you being intentional? Intentional in your communications, your activities, your events, your membership, and your board. When do we not intentionally include? We are unintentionally excluding people from being a part of our association. Are you making sure that your boards reflect your school community? Are you intentionally engaging families that have felt ignored in the past? Or are you going to do the same thing that we've always done? Are you continue to be the one person or a couple of people who show and are always allowing the same thoughts? Or are you bringing new thoughts to the table? This pandemic has taught us a few things, and it's okay to be different. It's okay to blow up the box. It's okay that the one size doesn't have to perfectly fit anything. Flexibility and nimbleness is always important. Now it's time to permanently burn the phrase. We've always done it that way. Be intentional with your thoughts, add in your passion, and we can absolutely create some action. Now is the time to put your action to your thoughts and your passion. We can no longer sit on the sidelines and wait for someone else to do it. We have to do it. We must do it. I watch in amazement while our young people who have organized marches and rallies for something that they believe in. They continue to use a strong voice and using their voices to fight a cause that they find extremely valuable, not being afraid of being shunned by family or friends for standing up for what they believe in. We as PTA need to be that fearless. We need to make sure that our programming and funding for every child are equitable. We must have every family at the table. We must be inclusive. We represent all children. I say all the time, diversity is counting everyone in the room, and inclusion is making sure that everyone counts. Who haven't you included? Grandparents, dads, English speakers. This goes beyond race or culture. Think, are your action inspiring hope into the children that we serve? 57 years ago, Martin Luther King gave one of his brilliant speeches about hope at the March on Washington. It's called I Have a Dream speech, and many people have heard it throughout the years. There were about 250,000 people present that day to hear Dr. King speak, to listen, and to take in his words of hope. I love that whole speech. In fact, I love many of his speeches. They inspire me as a servant leader. But in his speech, there's one part when he talks about hope. He says, this is our hope. This is the faith that I will go back to the South with. With this faith, we will be able to hew out of the mountain of despair a stone of hope. With this faith, we will be able to transform the jangling discords of our nation into a beautiful symphony of brotherhood. With this faith, we will be able to work together, to pray together, to struggle together, to go to jail together, to stand up for freedom together, knowing that we will all one day be free. And our hope today as an association is that all of our children receive an equitable education in a safe school, a safe community, and a safe home. It is what our mission says, to make every child's potential a reality by engaging families and communities to advocate for all children. That means we leave no child behind, no one. And how do we do that? You have the brother and sisterhood that Martin Luther King talked about in his speech. Our teams are diverse, not just by race, by culture, by your voices, by your diversity of thought. Each of you brings something important and inspiring to your boards. Find others, engage them, empower them, and let them also be at the table to share their thoughts and their hopes for all of our children. As your schools and PTA start with the upcoming year, please reflect on what was successful this past year? What have you learned? What can we do better? Our reality has changed this past year, so never expect things to go back to how they used to be. To be successful, you have to be mindful of where we've been, be brave, be strong, and most importantly, be humble. My PTA family, yes, you are my family. I bet you didn't know that, but we are. I will leave you with my final thoughts. Our kids, family members, and friends need us to fight for them more now than ever. It's a good thing that this is what PTA has been doing for 124 years and founded on. Please know that National PTA stands behind you, ready to help you with training, resources, and grant funding available that you can find on our website at pta.org. These steps are going to be extremely pivotal for our communities, our schools, and most importantly, our children. We have no doubt that in the Nova District, you will continue to lead with passion and through your thoughts and action. You will continue to impact the children in Virginia and across our country. And I'm very humbled to be with you today. And I look forward to hearing all the wonderful things that you will continue to do next year. And congratulations to all of the winners that will be receiving awards today, especially our children, because they are our now and our future. Thank you.
And if you can stay on the screen with us for a few more minutes, we just want to recognize you. And Debbie, go ahead, please.
Yeah, I just wanted to say thank you so much, Anna. We really appreciate those words of inspiration and, you know, just sharing your special experiences with us is so meaningful. And we're really excited to see you begin your term as president in next month. So yes, we wanted to recognize you just with a small token of this award. It does list you as the 57th president, National PTA. And I will drop it off at National PTA office before you arrive for the virtual convention. So you'll have it at your new desk. And we just really appreciate all the work that you've done in your community throughout the nation and throughout the world, actually, and especially in our own Northern Virginia district. So we really do appreciate your time and your energy and your passion, which is really meaningful to all of us. And it's a great role model for us to follow. So thank you.
And Anna, you're a bundle of positive energy that you give out to other people, and we really appreciate that as well. I just want you to take this opportunity if you want to invite all of the members to the National PTA convention that's coming up.
Oh, absolutely. First, let me say thank you. This is humbling. The president is only as good as everyone else. We're all in this together, right? It's not just a one-person show. It takes all of us to make sure that our kids are successful because we do this as a team. So thank you so much for the award. Please go to pta.org and register for our upcoming annual convention. We have a lot of great things happening. We have bylaw amendments, resolutions, exciting resolutions, by the way. We even have election happening where you will elect the new officers that will work with me for the future, as well as our board of directors and our NLRC committee. There are going to be a lot of great and inspiring workshops that will help you move forward with the upcoming school year. So pta.org, you'll see all of the information to get registered for the convention. And there, like I said, we do this together. We should always be forever learners. And the only way that we can engage and empower everybody to make sure our kids' potential becomes a reality is by doing everything that we can, whether it's learning, advocating, or walking the walk in the hallways. So thank you guys for having me, and I look forward to seeing you at this year's annual convention, virtually.
Thank you so much, Anna. Really appreciate it. And good luck with your coming up presidency.
Thank you, because I know you guys will be working with me.
Yep.
We'll be there. We'll be there.
We'll be there, yep. And once again, to my district and to everybody here, I just want to mention again, myself and Debbie are fortunate enough to be presenting in that national convention, one of the workshops. So please do register and support your local presenters as well. So thank you for that. With that, I think our business part of the meeting is concluded. And now the fun starts, right, Debbie?
It does.
And somehow
it does.
the fun part always goes to Debbie.
Point
So
of
there
order.
you go, Debbie.
Point of order. At what time is the meeting concluding?
At 2:57.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Great. Thanks for keeping us on track there. So, well, it's been, the awards committee were just overwhelmed with the number of excellent nominations that came in to us. And frankly, the decisions were very, very difficult to make. It was just wonderful to see all of the local engagement, thinking outside the box, pivoting into a virtual world instead of in-person world. And our PTAs just rose to the occasion in all ways. And so at the district level, we really feel it's very important to recognize the hard work, the dedication, the passion of our volunteers and our PTAs who are they're on the line every single day helping their community, their members. And so this is just a small way that our district PTA can recognize these efforts. And so today we're going to go through, we have a slide for each award. And Denise Bolton, our programs chair, is going to help me. We're going to play tag team on getting these recognitions shared with you. To begin with, we do have a congressional record, and we really would like to thank Congressman Jerry Conley, the 11th District, for providing a congressional record for our award recipients, our district board members, and our special guest speakers today. The congressional record was uploaded in the handouts, but I understand that some people are having trouble downloading it. But not to worry, that will be made public, and each of our awardees will be actually given a congressional record in the sleeve from Congressman Conley's office, and that will be delivered with their awards as well. So, and we'll post it on our website, of course, as we always do. So to begin with, I believe that the next slide is a particular person who has served with our district PTA as advocacy chair since 2018. And Julie Shepard has just been a driving force in our district to be sure that we are connected with our elected legislators and making sure that we are promoting the PTA mission. So these are just a few photos. And Julie, if you're able to unmute, I would love for you to unmute. We just wanted to recognize all the different events that you've participated in. Not quite to that slide yet. So if we could go, thank you. So I just wanted to let everyone know that Julie was elected as the Virginia PTA Vice President of Advocacy. Therefore, she has had to resign as our advocacy chair, and she's also relocated to Virginia Beach. So this is kind of her last main meeting as an ex officio or a member of our board. And so we wanted to make sure that we recognized her as the true advocate that she is. And so I hope you enjoy the memories here that I've been able to put together. So Julie, are you there?
I am, Debbie. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your leadership. And quick little story, the only reason why I served in this role is because when I moved back to Nova after living in San Diego, I reached out to you to start a military families program at my school. And then you invited me to also be the advocacy chair. And I first told you I didn't have time and I was going to focus only on military families. But I'm so glad that I listened to you, and it really did help me elevate and amplify the work for military families alongside the work that I did with advocacy. So I look forward to supporting all of the PTAs in Nova District at the state level. So even though I might live in Virginia Beach for now, my heart belongs in Fairfax and in Nova District. So please connect with me through my state email address, and I look forward to seeing you all and working with you soon. I really appreciate this. This really does mean a lot to me.
Well deserved,
Well,
Julie. You've done it.
yes, definitely. You have impacted so many people, and you have really engaged our local PTA leaders, our councils in the real true advocacy work of PTA. And it's just to be commended. And I am so glad you first turned me down, but then your friend said, "Are you crazy? You got to serve in that position, Julie." That you came back and said, "Hey, I've changed my mind," So I am so happy. And you and I have been friends for a long time. We've worked together before when you were a local PTA president. And, I was just so glad you found your place because you definitely are in the right place. So with that, on behalf of Northern Virginia District Executive Board, we would like to present you with a Virginia PTA Honorary Life Membership Award for your dedication and service in support of the mission of PTA, which is to make every child's potential a reality by engaging and empowering families and communities to advocate for all children. So congratulations, Julie. I had hoped to be able to hand deliver this to you this past week when I was in Williamsburg, but unfortunately the gas issue came up and nobody was traveling very much. So anyway, congratulations, and I will get it to you by mail this time. So Julie, are you still there?
Oh, yes, thank you so much. I turned it off. I turned my mic off. This is really amazing. I appreciate the recognition, and I look forward to continuing to serve the Virginia PTA. Thank you so much, Debbie.
Oh, you're so welcome. Well, thank you. Appreciate everything for sure. So, okay. Now I think we're at the next celebration, which earlier this year, the district was contacted about a new school being built in Arlington County, and a group of parents who wanted to, form a PTA. And so they reached out to the district, and I was able to work with them, the dedicated parents that came together, the new principal that had been appointed. And so I'm very proud to recognize the Innovation Elementary School PTA, which was chartered in March. And I believe their president is available. And I don't know if she needs to be unmuted. But Lynn, are you?
Yep, I am here. So thank you so much for recognizing the new charter for Innovation Elementary School PTA. We actually held our first general membership meeting last month, and our second is coming this Tuesday. We're lining up some exciting activities for the upcoming year. And we're just thrilled by the enthusiasm of our new parent volunteers. We've had generous support from our sister school, Arlington Science Focus PTA, a lot of counsel from local PTAs in Arlington, and of course, the guidance and leadership of the Nova District PTA, and a huge thanks to you. So a vote of thanks and gratitude from our PTA, and we're really looking forward to getting fully up and running and seeing this process through an exciting year. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you, Lynn, and it was my pleasure to charter your PTA, and you had such a great group of engaged parents that were ready to get to work, which made it chartering really easy. So, and I know that Virginia PTA does a really special ceremony for all new chartered PTAs at their state event. So you'll be getting more information as those events are planned. And so fortunately, we have had growth across the state with other new PTAs, even during this pandemic. So it's very exciting to see new PTAs forming and some PTAs reorganizing too, which has been exciting as well this year. So thank you, Lynn, and good luck. And keep us in mind when you have a general membership meeting. You know, if we can join virtually, it's pretty easy to do that. So thank you, Lynn. So our next set of awards that we have is Excellence in Communications. And I am going to, the slide kind of tries to capture the great things that our PTAs are doing in communications. And so we have our first awardee is Laurel Ridge Elementary School PTA. And we have Jennifer King, who is the president. So Jennifer, do you want to say a few words about, and we have your award there. If we can unmute Jennifer. Are you there?
Yes, I'm sorry, we were here. We were having problems. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. I'm actually sitting here with the VP of Communications for this current board and our new incoming PTA president, Leah Fogarty. We are just so excited that you guys acknowledge this, but as many other PTAs, we've all struggled in a very difficult year, and they should all be applauded for everything that they've done, because this pandemic was unlike nothing we've ever seen. But our goal at Laurel Ridge was to build community and make sure we had a clean, clear communication plan. And I'm getting emotional. So thank you so much for this acknowledgement. We wanted our members to see us and be able to relate to us. And Leah took everything that I was like, how can we do this? And she just used her major graphic skills to the test. And so we are so excited. I'm going to plug her again because we're so excited she's going to be our new PTA president. But thank you all, and congratulations to all of the other nominees.
Oh, thank you, Jennifer. And you guys always do are really great at sharing information. And I did like your won't ad with all the different positions to kind of share and try to encourage people to step up. Very creative. And so we really appreciate your efforts to always engage in a fun way, you know, with your community. So congratulations again. Our next Excellence in Communications is Thoreau Middle School PTA. And we have Andrea Kramer, who is the president. If we can get Andrea unmuted, I'd love to hear her share what they've been doing.
Thank you. Thank you for considering our nomination. We are a school that, like many middle schools, is only 2 years. And so it's an odd period of time, both for students and for parents. And then the pandemic adds to those challenges. And particularly for Thoreau, we also experienced at this time a series of leadership changes. We are without a permanent or ongoing principal. We're currently on interim principal number 3 this school year. So a lot of changes for us, and communication was really going to be the essential piece to keep our community from being disconnected and unengaged. So we have concentrated a lot on communication at a time when events and activities were perhaps less prominent. So for us, it was very important to try and find a way to bring many people together, and we utilized the new Member Hub platform. We were able to bring that up along with the public website component of that, which allowed us to put kind of more of our eggs in one basket, so to speak, and get people involved through the family directory, through signups, all the things that Member Hub can do. So we didn't have to manage quite so many separate platforms. And that was a big help, not only for families, but obviously for our PTA leadership. And with all those changes with the school particularly, one of the things we found was most helpful was that we utilize our emails, e-blasts, and Facebook to really try and get information to parents at just the right time. We have received a lot of feedback that communication from the school was either not consistent or not clear. Sometimes they were giving too much information, and our quick reminders on Facebook that remember the deadline is Friday for something gave them just what they needed so that they could stay on top of the details in a year that, as we all know, has been quite challenging.
Absolutely. Yes. Well, thank you so much, Andrea, for submitting the nomination. And, you know, it is difficult in a middle school to kind of keep that momentum going as, you know, you have new families move in and others advance on to the high school level. So, but you guys have done a really amazing job. So we really appreciate that. And we wanted to be sure and recognize you as the middle school awardee. So our next one is a high school. So we've had an elementary, middle, and high school level, so which has been perfect. And that is with Oakton High School PTSA. We're nominated. Monique Roberts Ravel is the president. I don't know that Monique was able to be here. If she is, I didn't see her in the attendee list. But Larry, if you could check, I appreciate
She's
that.
not there. She's not there.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Well, Oakton has done a great job of putting out weekly newsletters to just kind of keep their members and community updated on what's going on at the high school and with the PTSA. So several of the newsletters were submitted to us, you know, showing the different kinds of activities that they're doing. So we really want to congratulate Oakton High School and Monique on their achievements this year. So our final award goes to our very own Kara Jenkins at the Fairfax County Council PTA for their wonderful regular communications that are put together and very creative. They also have their great best practices Facebook page, which is used by non-Fairfax County subscribers because it's a wealth of information there. But especially their top 10 on the 10th of every month has been very welcome, and it's very popular. And Kara, if you are unmuted, I'd love to hear from you. And I'm sorry that Michelle Lee, your communications VP, couldn't be with us today, but I know you can share on her behalf as well.
Yes, so thank you. I am very honored and humbled and also surprised to receive this recognition. And I have two groups of people that I kind of want to thank. And the first group of people are our local leaders. When I say I'm surprised to receive this award, it's because it is very, very easy to sit from afar and look at a challenge and come up with ideas on how to fix that challenge. It is quite another thing to actually be on the ground doing the work. And I have seen so many amazing local PTA volunteers and leaders that really have just done some inspiring work. So it almost feels wrong to accept an award when I got to just kind of sit and watch. So thank you to all my local leaders. You guys have been amazing, and I've learned so much from you all. The second group that I would like to just acknowledge is my team at Fairfax County Council PTA. This award should not have my name on it. It should have the name of every single person on my board. Any messaging that you hear from me is not just my voice. I'm the figurehead, but my team, they have been they've been inspiring as well. And I'm a firm believer that nobody is more important than anybody else. And my team leads beside me and oftentimes in front of me. I have so much to learn from them. And I would be completely remiss to not specifically congratulate Michelle Leet as the VP of Communications. It is because of her that we are able to project our voice out into the community. Her work, her passion, her creativity. The top 10 on the 10th is completely Michelle. She puts that together, and it was her idea and her baby. So thank you to local leaders. Thank you to all of the SEC PTA board members, and thank you to the amazing Michelle.
Thank you so much. Yes, I'm sorry she couldn't be here. I'm glad you were able to and accept this award on behalf of the FCC PTA. And, you know, with our councils, just staying connected to their local units is so important. You have that exchange of information, and we all learn from each other. And that's what PTA is all about. Always ever learning and growing. So congratulations to all of our communications awardees. And I am now going to pass the baton to Denise for our next awards.
Thank you, Debbie. So we have a few awards to give for diversity, equity, and inclusion excellence. The first one is being presented to Jefferson Houston Pre-K through 8 IB School PTA. Jefferson Houston PTA worked with the parent liaison to connect with underrepresented families in the school and held brainstorming sessions with them to understand the best ways to connect with and serve those families. They also worked with the community partner, the Boys and Girls Club, to hold safe, socially distanced, in-person options to their virtual PTA meetings, which were very successful and well attended. And I think, as all of us have learned, they walked through the community, knocking on doors, personal invites to help invite underrepresented families to PTA meetings and PTA programs and activities.
And Denise, yeah, Allison is on, so maybe she can unmute and say a few words. The president.
Sure. Yeah, I'm here. Thank you so much. This is so so exciting. I would just like to thank very much the people who really helped make this happen, which would be Andrea Hess and Lauren DePina, Brittany Frazier, Gainel Diaz, and Yael Magnum. They really made these conversations happen and got us connected with these families and community partners. And I'm just really excited. We know we've done a lot of work this year. We know we still have a lot of work to do, but I think we all feel like we've made some really great steps. So thank you so much to everybody, and thank you for the recognition.
Congratulations. Thank you for all of your work. And our next Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Award of Distinction goes to Lyles Crouch Traditional Academy PTA. The Lyles Crouch PTA created the 360 Diversity and Inclusion Committee and developed a very ambitious communications and outreach plan. They created a PTA Heritage Month calendar and a monthly coffee conversation, secured interpreters for their meetings, and the PTA supported Changemakers, which is a modified Alexandria City Public Schools sponsored civic trek, which is tracking real world experiences for knowledge project with students to help build skills by identifying and solving problems at the school, community, and in the world. And so now, if we can unmute Melissa Karstens, the Lyles Crouch PTA president. Melissa, if you would like to join us.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Lyles Crouch is, we feel so honored by this recognition. Thank you. Our Lyles Crouch PTA believes that establishing a culture that fosters an environment of inclusion and awareness must include 3 fundamental pillars. School leadership support, starting with our principal, Dr. Zisios, and our assistant principal, Ms. Ricks, parental involvement, and a multicultural curriculum. We believe that students achieve more in a school culture that is diverse and inclusive. So in this transformative school year, the Lyles Crouch Traditional Academy community worked together to create a school culture of inclusion and awareness, intertwined with the tenets of a multicultural education. Thank you for highlighting there some of the things that we were able to do. I would be completely remiss if I didn't mention April Bryant. April, along with Alexis Stocksy, they co-chair our family involvement in education position, and April really just took the leadership with forming our 360 inclusion committee, and it really has made such a difference. So April, thank you for your leadership, and again, thank you for having us, giving us this recognition. We too still have a lot of work to do, but we really will have a lot of momentum from this last year to go forward with that work. Thank you.
Thank you. And another Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Award of Excellence to Union Mill Elementary School, PTA. The Union Mill PTA created a committee dedicated to diversity, equity, and inclusion. They created regular educational activities and very innovative and fun contests for each of the National Heritage and History Months. They partnered with the FCPS Equity and Family Engagement to present a meeting discussion called A Conversation About Race and Bias. And they partnered with the Fairfax County Public Schools Office of Professional Learning and Family Engagement on additional presentations in their monthly membership meetings. And they were very successful even during this pandemic to increase membership and increase and improve their communications with their community. So if we have Jessica Wilhelmi from Union Mill, she's the PTA president. You're welcome to say a few words if you're here.
Hi, everyone. I just wanted to say thank you very much for considering us for this award. We are very honored to receive it. This was actually our first year having a committee solely dedicated to diversity, equity, and inclusion. And as a board, we all thought it was very important that we highlight some of the important conversations that needed to be had and make sure that everyone at Union Mill feels that they are recognized at their school and within their community. I have to give a major shout out to Meredith, or Mary D'Ambrisi. She fearlessly led this initiative right from the beginning of the year. She was gung-ho. She had, like it was explained in the beginning, we honored every Heritage Month throughout the year that the PTA recognizes. A lot of thought and research went into each month in Heritage to make sure that we honor them the right way. And she worked with a lot of the librarian and a lot of other people to, again, make sure that we were saying everything correct and with respect. She did it throughout the entire year. So yeah, thank you very much for this award. We continue to plan, or we plan to continue doing DE&I for years to come. And yes, thank you so much.
Thank you again, and congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, Hamid and Debbie have also given me the privilege of presenting our educator and staff awards of excellence. And as with the prior awards, it was also very difficult to try to edit down to something presentable on the slides and portray what these PTAs have done. So we've just given some examples, and as with all local PTAs, we know that there's so much more going on. So we're just trying to give you a few highlights. Our Educator of the Year is being presented to Ann Jopke from Holland Meadows Science and Math Focus School PTA. Ann serves as the teacher liaison to the PTA board. She's integral in assisting the PTA in communicating via the Blackboard platform and also communicating with the staff and teachers. She's enabled them to keep continuity with all of the school families and community. She's been able, as quoting them, she has been able to relay the pulse, needs, and more of the teachers and students to the PTA board. Having her on the board this year has helped the PTA be impactful, intentional, and successful. And so, Ann, I'll turn it over to you, and congratulations.
I believe I'm unmuted at this time. Thank you so much. I'm not really sure what to say. It's always easier for me to be the one giving the recognition and awards over receiving it. I'm very proud to be able to help with this year's PTA at Holland Meadows. It really is an amazing school with a really strong PTA presence, that has a big impact on our students and our families' overall experiences at Holland Meadows. And, you know, as the saying goes, it takes a village. And with everything that everybody has faced this year, it is a big understatement. I could not have done and participate in the things I was able to this year without all of the help and support of the other PTA members at HM. And I thank you for the recognition, excuse me, it means a lot.
Thank you. And another Educator of the Year award is being presented to Charlotte Quigley. Charlotte is at Little Run Elementary School. And Charlotte was recognized as an expert on the new computer programs and interactive tools that have made classroom meetings very engaging for even the youngest students. She's always quick to reply to questions from parents, even on weekends, and is helping students safely navigate the internet. She moderated PTA meetings with the school board representative, Megan McLaughlin. And that was actually with the entire Woodson High School pyramid in Fairfax County. And another of the highlights is that she provided PTA meeting presentations focused on virtual learning and internet safety. Ms. Quigley has thoroughly supported teachers and families through a very challenging time, and we are very grateful, was the quote from her school PTA and administration. So Charlotte, you're welcome to join us now, and congratulations to you, and thank you so much for all of your hard work.
Thank you so much. Yes, it has definitely been an interesting year as a first year SBIT in Fairfax County. We've had our hands full with all of our online learning, but the PTA at Little Run has been phenomenal. Charles and the rest of the board have made me feel so important and like I matter to the rest of the community. So that has been fantastic. So thank you to them for everything that they have done to kind of put me in a place to support the community to the best of my ability. So thank you for that.
Thank you. And we are presenting a Staff Member of the Year award to Marian Hawthorne, who is a school counselor at Arlington Science Focus PTA. In her PTA says that Marian is an essential presence as part of the Arlington Science Focus School PTA and community. Marion attends PTA meetings and events, helps to coordinate numerous PTA programs, spends time ensuring that she gets to know each and every Arlington Science Focused School family and student, and provides any support needed for the family. She develops long-term relationships that help ASFS students thrive and enjoy a positive school experience during their years at ASFS and beyond. And Marion, our congratulations, and most of all, our thanks to you as an educator in the Northern Virginia District area. And if you would like to join us, please do.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, okay, great. Thank you so much. It is such an honor. I agree with the other candidate that said it's hard to be the one accepting the award, but to be a part of such a wonderful community. And for the past 26 years, I've been blessed to be there. And I think the biggest part of everything is just the ability to work together and to find a way together through whatever comes. And, you know, I've been an active part of the PTA since starting at Arlington Science Focus, and just the support that we get from the PTA is so amazing, and it just uplifts all of us. And I just feel so, you know, blessed and honored, and I appreciate this award so much.
Thank you, and congratulations. Again, we appreciate you.
Thank you.
And our final Staff Member of the Year award is awarded to Brittany Belcher, who is also a school counselor, and she's at Little Run Elementary School PTA. Brittany, like another of our awardees, was new to Little Run this year as a mental health counselor, and her PTA and school community reported that she hit the ground running. She assisted with confidential food distribution and even took it upon herself to drive food to students. In PTA meetings, she presented talks on student mental health, coping mechanisms, and expectation management for helping students as they return to in-person instruction.
Unfortunately, Brittany is not with us today. I don't see her signed in.
That's right. I don't think she's able to be here. And so anyway, her PTA, has already identified this new counselor at the school as a trusted ally and competent for improving student outcomes and coping mechanisms during this difficult pandemic year. So congratulations to Brittany Belcher and to Little Run Elementary School. So now I'll hand it back to Debbie for the Outstanding PTA of the Year schools.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much, Denise. And it's always great to, actually recognize our teachers and our staff members. And we're happy to do that at the district level. And we appreciate their PTAs nominating them for sure. And with the district outstanding PTA of the year, normally we have one, but during this pandemic, all six, I think there's 6 of these, did outstanding work, and we just could not select one over the other. So all of you are our top winners. And I'm not going to read your slide, but I am going to invite you to unmic and to just say a few words that you would like to share with us. We have with Camelot, we have Andrea Thienle, who is the president. So Andrea, I believe you're here today. If you just want to say a couple of words.
Sure. Yeah, hi, thank you so much. We truly appreciate this recognition. And I want to say, first of all, none of this would be possible without the unparalleled support of our principal, Aileen Flaherty, who has been just amazing. She's attended and was active in every single PTA executive board meeting and every PTA membership meeting. So she was just fantastic. But you know, the Camelot PTA really had to reinvent, as every PTA did, how we would best engage and empower our families and communities. Our biggest achievement, which you'll hear in a little bit because our volunteer of the year is also going to be presenting too, but our biggest achievement was starting a food pantry from scratch. Had never done this before in our elementary school, and we are now feeding 29 families that have been, you know, facing major food security issues. So this was just a phenomenal achievement. A big thanks to Rebecca Stebbins, who was able to get that program off the ground. We also reinvented how we were going to help our families. We hosted self-help seminars, 3 of those, to be able to help alleviate some of the stressors that COVID has given us, that were just all, you know, new and different. We also want to focus on kids' social emotional needs. We realized we needed to get these kids an opportunity to get together in a socially distant way, you know, adhering to all of the governor's guidelines. So every week we offered a Monday Kids Club, which is a supervised play day where we got the kids together, and we partnered with our school counselors to do that. So that was a fantastic opportunity that gave hundreds of kids the ability to meet up and again, have their social emotional needs met. We reinvented our entire social event program. We never stopped it. We just had to change what we were going to do. And, you know, we had 256 kids play putt-putt golf on a course that we invented in a field. We had 210 students painting with our art teacher on a virtual paint night. And every single social event that we did, we were able to sponsor so that kids, so it was free. And kids weren't paying for anything. And that was good during this year when there were a lot of, you know, people out of work and didn't really have the means to necessarily take part in the normal PTA events. And all of those were thanks to the innovation and imagination of our Vice President of Social, Kelly Pike, who's also on this call. So a special shout out to her. But I just want to say thank you for this recognition, because our PTA really worked hard and they really deserve it.
Oh, well, thank you, Andrea. And definitely it was very evident in all that you guys have accomplished this year. So we really appreciate you submitting this nomination, and congratulations on your award. Keep up the good work, as they say. Our next recipient of this award is Great Falls Elementary PTA. I don't know, Sue Kim is the president. I don't see her in the attendee list, but is anyone else from Great Falls on the call? If you could just, you know, raise your hand or something.
Karen Gold.
Okay, Karen.
Hi, my name is Karen Gould. I'm the president-elect. So actually, I guess I've taken over now as president for next year. So we're so thankful to receive this award. We've obviously, just like everybody else, had to pivot and do things quite differently. But we usually have a movie night. So we did at-home movie reviews. So we had a kind of a chunk of time where kids would watch movies with their families at home and submit movie reviews, and we shared those out and kind of sharing with the community about things. We did, let's see, pumpkin decorating contest. We had virtual science labs. We typically have in-person science enrichment, but we were able to do those virtually. Art enrichment lessons. Virtually, we put together kits for families that signed up, and they could come pick up the art kit for them to do it at home together as a family. We worked a lot with our sister school with food drives and things like that. And we also partnered with our local senior assisted living center and did gifts and cards for the holidays. So we're just excited to receive this award, and we thank you guys so much. And we're really excited to get going and hopefully get some more in-person things going for next year.
Well, and thank you and congratulations on becoming president. So I know that life will be a little bit different, but it is, you know, there is light there. So, you know, I know everyone's looking forward to the fall. So thank you again, all the great work that Great Falls has done. It's been really amazing. So our next recipient of this award is Holland Meadows, Science and Math Focused PTA. And I do believe that Erin Anderson is the president, and she's unmuted. So go ahead, Erin.
Hi, thank you so much. Gosh, this year we kind of were a brand new board, and we tried to take the approach that we wanted to focus on what we can do, not what we can't do, as our PTA is a very active and a very involved PTA at our school. We also are a very tight-knit community at our school, and we just really wanted to find ways to be able to keep fostering those relationships with our families, with our students, support our teachers, and just be there for each other in as many ways as we could. So, you know, we just had to think outside the box, be creative this year, and continue doing whatever we could within the parameters that we were given. So thank you very much.
Well, thank you, Erin, for all your work. And I've been associated with Holland Meadows for many, many years, and it's always amazing how engaged you are with your community, and you have a very diverse community, and you always go where they are, and it's so very much appreciated by all. And Holland Meadows has always shined. I think you got you've gotten grants, National PTA grants, for the great work that you guys do. So, you know, I know that you are always out there. You've presented workshops on different programs that you've held there at Virginia PTA as well. So thank you so much, and congratulations. Our next awardee is Laurel Ridge Elementary PTA. And Jennifer, do you still have some things you want to share with us?
Oh my goodness. Thank you guys so much. Congratulations to all of the other winners too. You all have done such a great job. And thank you for supporting your communities. The only thing I'd like to say is I am so proud of our PTA this year. We've built connections with our families and our staff, and that was the goal for this year. As the incoming president is sitting next to me right now, I can't wait to see what they do. And thank you guys for this great honor.
Well, congratulations again for Laurel Ridge. You always go above and beyond, and the impact is felt in many other areas of the county as far as what you guys do. So thank you, Jennifer. Thank you for your service. We really appreciate that. So our next congratulations. Let's see. Yeah, it goes to Union Mill Elementary School. And I believe we have Jessica is she's joining us. She is the president. So Jessica, let me see. I hope you are unmuted. Yes, if you can just unmute your phone.
Hi, everyone. Thank you very much. I am, again, honored, and and I'm really glad that everyone got to accept this award, because as each of us have known and has said that, you know, this year was really challenging. And I think every single school, every PTA, we all stepped up and did everything that we could to make sure that, you know, it was the best year for our kids and our community. And so I think that was really great of you guys for letting everyone be recognized for an award like this. I know that we're very honored to be a recipient and glad that we submitted the nomination. But I really want to thank not just again, to echo what everyone was saying, we had to rework our entire process just like everybody else. I know that this was my first year as being a PTA president, so I really wanted to also thank not just the PTA board, who I will say was amazing, supporting and helping me learn what was going on, especially during a year like this. It was just, I don't know, without their support, it was really great. And having our the president that, the preceding president, Larry Mills, I will say, Larry, you were always there every time I had a question. He was great, was very also encouraging, supportive. So yeah, that was really great. But also our families were really awesome. Like what we did is we had some Facebook groups that we created for each parent level to make sure that our community stayed engaged and kept together. That was a big focus, as well as our diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives. And a lot of the parents were really, I don't know about eager, but they were willing to help and get involved and keep the conversations going in these parent groups and talking and letting everyone know that, you know, we're not alone. So yeah, it was, our community is great. Thank you so much for giving us the award, Everyone Award. Thank you to the board. Larry, you guys are awesome. That's it.
Thank you,
That's
Jessica.
Oh.
Yes, we're very lucky to have Larry Mills be so ready to help in any way. And I know as the past PTA president at Union Mill, I enjoyed working with him there and getting to know him. So I'm glad he is still around. And actually, my youngest son attended Union Mill because I just live like maybe 2 mile and a half from the school. So, you know, I look forward to being more engaged there in the future as well. So our last awardee is Zorro. Are we going to the next?
Yeah, I was basking in the glory from my old school.
I know you were in the chat box, weren't you? That's okay. You're due, Larry. You do a great job of producing our webinars, so you are due to take a break. So, but Mount Vernon High School PTSA is our final recipient of the Outstanding PTA of the Year. And I believe Sherry Nashinani is here with us. And so Sherry, I know you guys are a School of Excellence. I'm actually a PTA member there at Mount Vernon. So please share what you guys have been doing. I know you've been doing a wonderful job.
Thank you, Debbie. I am overwhelmed with gratitude and appreciation to have been selected to receive this nomination. And so, yes, we are a School of Excellence. We've had quite the year. We had new principal, new assistant principal, new director of student services. On top of the pandemic, we lost half of our board, and yet we kept trucking on. And so some of the things that we did this year, we were really emphasizing food insecurity. Pre-pandemic, over 60% of our kids are on free and reduced lunch, so we knew it was going to really take a village to help support our families. So some of the things that we did, we partnered with our community resources. We provided free backpacks to our pyramid. It was over 400 families showed up. We gave those backpacks out in less than an hour. And then I also received a COVID food relief grant. So we again worked with some community partners in which we just worked to continue feeding many of our students. We were trying to start a food pantry this year as well. That's still in the works, but those are some of the things that we've been doing. And so we really are honored to receive this recognition, and thank you so much.
Well, you are so very welcome, and thank you for all the great work that you do. The district was very proud to partner with Mount Vernon PTSA in the backpack giveaway, along with other community organizations. And Hamid was right there, and Julie Shepard was there, and you know, so it was really a great opportunity to have an impact on the community, especially with the kids. So thanks for all you do. You have some great programs that you guys offer that we spotlight on our district newsletter to be sure that everyone has an opportunity to join them since they're virtual. And you've had some really great presentations that deal specifically with our high school students. So we appreciate that, Sherry, for all your dedicated work. All right, I'm going to move right into our STEAM PTA of the year. We had advertised the award as a STEAM, but really it was a STEM or STEAM. So we had 2 wonderful PTAs submit awards. We did not want to choose one over the other. So we have Holly Meadows, who is the STEM PTA of the year. So let me see, are you back here? Let me see if I have someone here. was with
Aaron Anderson.
Aaron,
Yes,
are you
I'm
still
here. I'm still here.
Okay, here, Aaron. Okay, great.
Hi. Thank you. Well, this is exciting. It's exciting to be recognized for this. You know, we tried to continue our focus on these programs during the school closures. You know, we continued our math club, which we participated in the Noetics math competition, both in the fall and in the spring, and we had students place nationally both times. We were able to continue our math nights with Mathnasium, our science night with Children's Science Center. And we were so blessed to receive two grants from the National PTA that we did with our families. So, you know, during school closure, we still were able to do a lot of our STEM programs. So that's an exciting thing that we're able to do with our students and our families. And I think incredibly important at a Title I school that to show that we can still do these programs and still bring meaningful programming to our kids and to our families. So thank you very much.
Well, thank you, Erin. And as I said, you know, you guys have always had STEM programs and had wonderful family engagement. The kids love it, but the parents love it too. So, which is great. So our next award is a STEAM award. And that goes to Arlington Science Focused School PTAs, PTA. Dina Porter is the president, and she was on earlier, but I do know that she had a couple of commitments that she had to take care of. But if anyone else from Arlington Science Focus is still on, I don't know if Marion is there still. Marion, would you like to unmute and just say a few words?
Adina Porter's coming on.
Is she? Oh, great. One. Marion's a great one too, because she does that too. But Dina, go ahead. Is she in?
Thank you. Thank you, Debbie. It's wonderful to be honored with this great group, and it's to echo Helen Meadows to be able to continue our STEAM and STEM engagement in a virtual year has just been amazing. We're so fortunate to have a wonderful investigation station lead teacher, Stephanie Lynn, who is a previous Educator of the Year recipient. And she has fostered a wonderful program for our families, as well as being able to host a virtual family STEM night. We were able to do a virtual family math night. And we're so proud that this year we introduced a new computer science coding program for our families, which has worked so well virtually this year, as well as a new outdoor education program. So with some of the return to hybrid schooling, being able to get the kids outdoors, working in the gardens, having families help support our grounds. It's been a great way to partner with our PTA and our science and STEM programs. So thank you so much for recognizing all the efforts of our PTA and our staff.
Well, you are so welcome, and thank you for submitting this nomination, and definitely outstanding activities that you offer to engage your families and your students so that they, and as well as the arts, the reflections, your great art and school program and things like that. So thank you, Dina. I'm glad you were able to get back on to join us here. So at this time, I am finished with my session. I'd like to have Denise come back on and introduce our District Volunteer of the Year nominees. So we can go, let's see. Denise, are you on?
I am.
Okay, great. And I'm going to close off mine and let you take it away.
Thank you. So our first District PTA Elementary Volunteer of the Year Award of Distinction goes to Rebecca Stebbins from Camelot Elementary School PTA. And we'll unmute Rebecca She can come
I'm
back
here.
on.
Sorry.
Hi, Rebecca.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we're
Okay.
good. We're gonna make you talk about yourself.
We're actually up to 2,200 pounds of food now since this slide was sent in. I'm so proud to be a part of this and a part of Camelot. Honored to be nominated, and I just wanted to say how grateful I am to the teachers and staff who supported this program, helped get it off the ground, and to the parents and caregivers and neighbors who donated so generously and continue to do so that we can keep the pantry running. It's such an amazing community. So yes, I'm certainly honored, but I could not have done this alone, and I appreciate all the help and the support. Thank you.
Thank you for your service and congratulations. Another award of distinction for District PTA Elementary Volunteer of the Year to Erin Anderson. We've heard Erin Anderson today, and we can hear from her a little bit more from Holland Meadows Elementary School PTA. Congratulations, Erin, once again.
Thank you. This is quite an honor. As my first year in a leadership position, I guess I became acutely aware of the role that the PTAs have in providing our kids not only programming, but support. And I really felt that, you know, in our schools, for especially elementary schools and Title I schools, I was in a position that I could really advocate for this, because during school closures, this seemed to be missing right now. So I was surrounded by a great team with our PTA. There were many great leaders out there throughout Fairfax County on the school board, in Fairfax County or Fairfax Public Schools administration, and at Holland Meadows School that were just phenomenal to work with to try to bring supports to our kids. Just something that, you know, was really needed right now to bring support and community together. So I'm really honored, and I really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank you for your service and congratulations once again. And our Elementary Volunteer of the Year finalist, which means this nominee is also forwarded to the Virginia PTA Volunteer of the Year program. And so that goes to Jen Blackford from Little Run School PTA. Jen, if you can join us, we'll ask you to speak.
Yes. Hi, how are everybody today? I am so grateful to be here and to be given this opportunity to help out our school. I love working with the PTA and our teachers and our administrators and all the parents that help out at all of our programs. It has been a lot of fun to put everything together, and I'm so glad that I've had the opportunity to do all of these things. And it's been really inspirational to see all of the programs that everyone has run this year, and we've gotten so many great ideas for the next years to come. We've felt so limited this year and pulled together what we could, but it's amazing to see what else everyone else has done. And I look forward to using some of these ideas in future years. Thank you so much.
Thank you for your service. And I'm so glad you made the point. One of the reasons we present these awards is really to share what's going on. And we know that there are so many things going on at every local PTA. So thank you. Thank you again for being a leader in that and being a great example and best practice to follow. So our Northern Virginia District PTA Secondary Volunteer of the Year Award of Distinction is awarded to Shirley Alexander from Kilmer Middle School PTA. Shirley took ownership of leading the food pantry team. Her detailed and concise communication with the school and passion to make the food pantry a success have provided vital support to the neediest families in the Kilmer community. Shirley, we'll ask you to join us now, please.
Hi, thank you. I really feel honored to be nominated. It was a surprise to me when I found out. But like everybody else, I couldn't do it by myself. And I had a very successful year giving back to 40 families. We did distributions every 4 weeks. Every 3 weeks. But I couldn't have done it without our team, school counselors, parent liaisons, the admin staff, even the custodial staff would hand deliver our bags of food, household and personal items if the families couldn't pick up. So we had a really successful year and hope to continue that next year. And thank you again so much.
Thank you. And our next Secondary Volunteer of the Year Award of Distinction goes to Samantha Mulvaney from Mark Twain Middle School. Samantha, can you join us?
Yes, I'm here. Thank you so much for being included in this amazingly distinguished list of volunteers. I don't know if my contributions have equated in any way, but I am grateful to be a part of such a wonderful team. Mark Twain has been a wonderful program with our students and done some great work in our community. And all through our COVID year and even last year, we've really worked together to be supportive to our families, and I'm just honored to be a part of the group that has made a difference in our community. So thank you.
Thank you so much.
Denise, I just want to mention with the Mark Twain, I don't know if people know or not, it has a cricket field in that school. Samantha probably knows about it, and I have played in that field as well. So thank you for giving the opportunity for people to play that sport.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Hamid. We have all kinds of wonderful things going on at our schools. Okay, and our Secondary Volunteer of the Year finalist, which is nominated to Virginia PTA, goes to Sherry Nashnani from Mount Vernon High School PTSA. As we say here, Sherry is a warrior and a champion for the PTA and for the school community. Aside from some of the things that Mount Vernon PTSA has accomplished under Sherry's leadership, even personally, she retrained this year and volunteered with Fairfax County to help vaccinate the community. So now we'll bring Sherry in again, and she can talk a little bit more about Mount Vernon High School PTSA and her volunteer leadership there. Sherry?
Thank you, Denise. This is a complete surprise, and to the person who submitted this nomination, I thank you. You totally got me. I do want to thank my team, my board, but outside of my board, I couldn't have done what I've done throughout my PTSA journey. This will be my last year in leadership. So what an honor to be receiving this recognition. But I truly want to thank Debbie Kilpatrick, who has been with me all along the way, Hamid Munir, who has been my partner in crime, and some new people this year, Aaron Anderson, who's also on this call, and also our school board. So I could not have done it without you, and I truly thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Thank you. And now I will pass back to Hamid.
Thank you, Denise, and congratulations to our award recipients. Once again, all the PTAs and PTSAs. Again, these are just a few of them that has done so much wonderful things. And I know there are so many others that are doing great things, and we encourage every year for all of you to please submit those, I guess, nominations, so that it again, like Denise mentioned, it's a part of sharing. So we can share with each other good ideas, and we can highlight the good ideas so others can get benefit out of this. So With that, I know that we have gone over time a little bit, and I do apologize on our committee's behalf, but I'm sure you don't want to miss this part. This is the cool part. It's only, I'm hoping that within the next 15, 20 minutes, we will wrap it up. But this is the coolest part of the program. I want all of you to win. Good luck. And Martha, take it on, please.
Okay. Can everybody hear me? Can you see me? I certainly hope so. Good afternoon,
Yes, we can
everyone.
see you and we
And
can
first
hear
of all, I'm sorry.
you. I was
can
just
see
saying
me?
we can see you and we can hear you. You can go for it. Yes.
Excellent, excellent. First of all, I'd like to say congratulations to all of the awardees. What an awesome job. And even to, all the others who were not named in this program. Everyone is always doing such an excellent job in Fairfax County. So we are very, very thankful for all of the work that you all do. Okay, so now it's time for the fun part. It's time to do some giveaways here. So this is very exciting, but just a few details. Only individuals who are currently present are eligible, and all of those eligible individuals' names are in this jar right here. This is where I will be pulling all of the winners' names from, okay? Prizes will be mailed in case you're wondering how you will receive them. Okay, so let's get started. Good luck to everybody. All righty. So our first item up is a Starbucks gift card. I don't know if you guys can see this, but we have a Starbucks gift card here.
Pick it up a little bit more. There you go.
Okay. Right there?
Yep.
All righty then. Okay. All right. So anyway, it's a $15 Starbucks gift card. And let's see who the first lucky winner is going to be. All righty, pulling it from my jar here. We'll shake the names up to make sure it's fair for everybody. All righty, and our first winner is going to be...
Drum roll.
Yes, please. Marion Hawthorne. Marion Hawthorne. I'm trying to hold the names up. I don't know if you guys can see this.
Marion is
Marion
present.
Hawthorne is our winner. Is she present?
She is.
All right. Congratulations, Marion Hawthorne. You just won yourself. Yeah, you just won yourself a gift card, $15 Starbucks gift card. So congratulations once again. I'll stick all the names with the gifts so I won't forget who the winners are. Okay, next item, let's go with another gift card. How about that? Next one is a Starbucks gift card valued at, this one's valued at, I'm sorry, a Subway gift card. I apologize. This one's valued at $15. Yeah, Subway, Starbucks, S&S. Anyway, Subway gift card, $15. Let's see who the lucky winner for this one is going to be. Take it up a little bit here. All right, let's see. Oh, got one. Okay, this one is Melissa, is it Karstens? Did I say that correctly? Karstens? I don't know if you can see it.
And she is
But
present.
anyway, Melissa Karstens, is she?
Yes, thank you. I never win things like this, so thank you.
All right, congratulations to you. Okay, moving right along. Okay, let's get something just a little bit bigger than a gift card here. Let's go with a Yeti. Can you guys see that? A Yeti Rambler 14-ounce mug, stainless steel, vacuum insulated with standard lid, excuse me, valued at $22. It's nice and heavy too. And what can I say about this? Well, it keeps cold things cold and hot things hot. I love Yeti. I have this mug, I have 2 travel mugs, I have the cooler, and I have a blanket. Okay, so yeah, I love Yeti. So let's see who this winner is for this this mug. Let's see. Okay. And the winner is Colleen Jones. Colleen Jones. Is Colleen present? I don't know if you guys can see that.
I do not see Colleen on here. Not
All
present.
righty. Okay, let's go to the next name. lucky for the next person, right? Okay. April Bryant? April Bryant.
Yes, April is here.
All right. Congratulations, April Bryant. You have the Yeti mug, the 14-ounce mug. Okay. Let's see, what do we have next here? Let's tell you what, while we're in the Yeti family, let's go for another one. This one is, it's actually a Yeti 20-ounce Rambler tumbler, stainless steel, vacuum insulated with mag slider lid. This cup, of course, keeps hot things hot longer than your regular cups. Okay, so let's see who the winner is for this one. Turn it up so you all can see. All right. This one is Rebecca Stebbins. Rebecca Stebbins is the winner of the Yeti Cup.
Here.
Is Rebecca here?
Yes, she is.
All right. Congratulations, Rebecca. You'll love it. You'll enjoy it. If you don't already have one, then here it is. All righty. Let's see what's next on the list. Let's go with another gift card. How about that? Okay, we have a MasterCard gift card. The value of this card is $20. MasterCard, you can use it everywhere. Okay, let's see who the winner is going to be for this one. All right. Let's see. And our lucky winner is Jennifer King. Jennifer King.
She's definitely here.
Jennifer?
Yep.
She is. Okay. Alrighty, great. Well, congratulations, Jennifer. I wish I could see you guys. See the looks on your faces. All
It's our
righty.
day
So
today.
all righty. So next on the list is, I'm going to pick a really good one. I mean, all of these are good, but let's see what we have. I have an envelope here. You guys can see that. Let's see. Oh, look at that. Well, this one is, I have a picture here, if you guys can see it. This next item is a Petrosian gift certificate. It's good towards a purchase of your favorite caviar, yummy desserts such as macarons, macaroons, spreads, smoked salmon, and the list goes on. Now, I know you're probably thinking caviar, that's a little bit expensive, isn't it? Well, let me tell you, it's not as expensive as you think it might be. It's actually really affordable. And if you've never had it, well, here's your chance to try it for free. My favorite is the Petrosian caviar cream. Now, once you've tried the caviar cream, you'll throw all the other condiments that you have away in your pantry. It is some good stuff. Okay, so this prize is valued at $100. And the winner will receive this fancy gift within 1 week. Now, to use the certificate, you must call in to place your order. They send everything by FedEx so that you can receive it fresh. Okay, so let's see who the lucky certificate winner is of this prize. All righty. Corey Bitterman. Is Corey Bitterman here?
I do not see Corey logged in.
Okay, let's go on to the next one. Check it up, check it up, check it up. Okay. It's this one. Okay. Sherry Naknani, did I say that correctly? I know I saw your name as one of the awardees today.
Nachnani, yes.
Thank you, Martha.
You're welcome, my dear. Oh, you are going to love this. Trust me.
I am sure I will. Thank you, Martha.
You're welcome. You are welcome. Okay, let's see. Our next item, let's see. Let's do, actually the place, do you guys recognize that? I don't know if you can see it, but this is where we're going to have our next annual meeting, May 16th, 2022. It is Mount Vernon. Okay, so what we have is, and I have everything in an envelope for you. It is donated by Mount Vernon, the Mount Vernon Ladies Association of the Union, excuse me. It's 4 complimentary vouchers for ground passes to George Washington's Mount Vernon, and it has a value of $112. So it's lots of great things to see down there. I mean, if you've never been there, these passes will cover a self-paced access to historic area, outbuildings, gardens, tomb farms, trails, and museum and education center during regular business hours. So if you've never been there, just probably passed by 100 times, but never went in. Now here is your chance to go in, take the family. It's for 4 people. And let's see who our winner is going to be. All righty, the lucky winner for this one is Lauren DePine, or DePina, if I said it correctly. Lauren DePina.
I do not see them logged in.
Okay, go on to the next. All righty, Charlotte Quigley.
Yes, he is here.
Charlotte Quigley? All righty then. Okay, well, congratulations, Charlotte. You are the winner of 4 complimentary tickets for a tour at Mount Vernon. All righty. Hope I'm not missing anything. I got a lot of stuff over here. Oh, this one is a good one. Yeah. I have an orange envelope here. You guys can see it. See the envelope. And this is last, or I don't know. I may have one more after this. I don't know, but this is definitely not least. It is, we got a little yellow card in here, a gift card. You can see this. I don't know. It might be too, yeah, you can't see that. But anyway, it's a gift card for Clarity Restaurant in Vienna. Clarity is one of the most celebrated restaurants in the metro area. It is nestled in Vienna, surrounded by lush landscaping, koi ponds, waterfalls, world-class artwork, and a lakeside view. Chef John Crin, who happens to be one of my good friends, spent some time in France working with some of the greatest chefs. Settling back in DC right around 2001, he opened 2941 Restaurant to critical acclaim. Building on his success at 2941, John created Enoch's in Tyson's Corner in 2008, and now Clarity in Virginia. He changes the menu every single day, and the food is beyond delicious. Right, Debbie and Denise? And anyway, you can check out the menu at clarityvienna.com. John so graciously donated this gift certificate, and some lucky winner will have the opportunity to go and enjoy a great meal with Clarity Restaurant dining card valued at $100. Okay, so I put everything back in the envelope. Some other little goodies in there for you too. So let's see who the lucky winner for this one is. I'm gonna give this one an extra stir. Okay.
Good idea, Mom.
I'm sorry?
That's a good idea.
Yeah. Should I stir it one more time, Debbie? Just to make sure. Okay. And our winner is Allison Paddock. Allison Paddock?
Allison's here.
She is. Allison, congratulations. You will love it. And make sure when you go there and you happen to run into Chef Crin, tell him Martha sent you, okay? All righty then. Let's see if I have anything else over here. I'm not missing anything. Oh, I think I see one more. Okay. The last one I have is a Visa gift card. The value is $25. You can spend it anywhere Visa is accepted. Okay. Let's give this a good stir. And this will be our final winner. All righty, let's see. Okay. And our lucky winner is Marissa Sparacino. Did I say that correctly? Marissa?
She is on.
Not here?
No, she's here. She's here. She's here. No, Marissa is here.
Okay.
Yes.
All righty. Well, Marissa Sparacino, and I hope I pronounced that correctly, you are the winner of a Visa $25 gift card. Congratulations to all of our winners. That's it. I will see you all next year, May 16, 2022, at the Mount Vernon Country Club. Thank you so much for your time and attention.
Thank you, Martha. Can I just read off the names of the winners, what school they represent real quick? Because people may not know. We had Lyles Crouch, PTA. They representatives, we had a lot of their representatives here today. They actually took home 3 of the giveaways. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, 3 of the giveaways. We had Arlington Science Focus, and Lyles Crouches in Alexandria City, and then we had Arlington Science Focus, educator win, and then we had Laurel Ridge, president win. We had Mount Vernon High School PTSA win a gift, Camelot Elementary School PTA, and we had Little Run PTA. And so Camelot actually walked away with 2. So thank you all for having multiple people here today. That really made a big difference. It's like our membership. The more you have, the more you have a chance to win. So thank
Martha,
you, guys.
can you turn on your camera for a second again, please? I just want to say a few words. I just want to say thank you so much. I know you work so hard every year to get us these goodies for all the people who join our annual meeting, and I really want to say thank you. You have been doing this for years for us, so we really appreciate it. And everybody who win or did not win, make sure you say thank you to Martha. She has put her heart and soul to this and tried to do this every year. Thank you.
All righty. Thank you. It was fun.
Thanks.
Lots of fun.
All right. That concludes our meeting for today. I just want to say thank you to everyone for attending our annual meeting and for being here today in support of our district and to celebrate the amazing work of our dedicated volunteers in helping to improve and expand the opportunities for students and their families throughout the Northern Virginia. We will share the recordings of tonight's proceedings with everybody who has registered. You will get an email from us, and you will also get a short survey, and we will really appreciate if you can fill out that survey. That helps us to improve every year. So please do fill out that survey for us. Again, congratulations to everyone, and thank you so much for joining us today, and have a safe and healthy coming up year to all of you. Thank you again. Thank you to my team for putting everything together. Thank you so much.
Thank you
Have
for
a
your
wonderful evening.
Thank you, Hamid, for your leadership too. Bye, everybody.